Yo guys, how are you? This time we're going to do something a little bit different. I really want to start showcasing what we can. Let's go. Let's start checking out the mods that he brought. We see Prime Smite Corpus, Prime Ravage, and Prime Tactical Pump. These three, the one that sees more play is Prime Ravage. I think this is the one that you should get. If you're the second priority of these three, it's maybe Prime Smart Corpus if you really want to start farming sisters and other high corpus level content like let's say Profit Taker, Index, and La Medea. Then you have Prime Tactical Pump. This is a very useful mod to have, but it's not as important nowadays since we have access to Shotgun Vendetta. So yeah, this is kind of skippable. Astral Twilight, which is the best stance for glaives. I could be wrong. Then Jolt. This is a very good mod, specifically because it gives you stress chance. I think this is the only way to get it. I could be wrong again. If this is not the only way to get it, you can skip it. You should skip Astral Twilight. I know that I have some, so you should be able to get it somewhere else. And then Split Flights, insane mod, a must have. You should get this one definitely, like definitely. So first priority for the Prime mods, Ravage, then Smite Corpus, then Tactical Pump. And the order of priority for the regular mods is gonna be Split Flights, then Jolt, finally Astral Twilight. Appearance, this I'm not gonna go into details because, well, cosmetics are always a matter of taste. I'm gonna suggest you though to get the armor because it's really beautiful. I just got the chest plate and I know it's really good. I've used it before. It combines very well with some hard to customized frames like Corvex, for example. So this is really good. Renela Sugatra. I think this one was a Twitch drop once. I could be wrong. This is real good. It's beautiful. It's a little bit thin, but it's really beautiful. And then the Paracelsus Alexis skin. It's a little bit of a shame that the Paracelsus is no longer as good as it was before. Back when sentients were an actual menace. But this is one of the most beautiful skins that we have in the game, so I will get it. It's beautiful. And the Ultra Sentinel mask, this is relatively rare, so yeah, that's another one. The weapons, this is the kind of the meat of the Baro. Prisma Tetra, Opticor Bundle, and Prisma Oma. Of these three, I would argue the only one that kind of is good is Prisma Oma, like seriously good. The only issue is that when you compare it to Oma, you're gonna see that the Oma is better as a melee influence stick, because unlike the other Prisma weapons, Oma has very different stats. It's mostly a status weapon. See, 30% critical chance, 2.2 critical multiplier, 20% status chance. And when compared with the Oma, you're gonna see that we have 50% critical chance, 2x the critical multiplier, and 30% status. And the weight of the electricity is almost half of all of it. So the Oma is solid, the Prisma Oma is solid too, but it doesn't have the same electricity weight, and we need to take into consideration the existence of melee influence because it's a seriously good arcane. So I would say in this case that maybe the first priority should be Prisma Oma, and then Tetra, finally Opticor Vandal. The Tetra sadly is way outclassed by his Tenet counterpart because it's just seriously good. It's just much more powerful. See, 10% critical chance, 2x critical multiplier, 24% status chance, and then just 38 per shot on damage, 30 points of which are puncture damage. And when you compare it to the Tenno Tetra weapon, you're gonna see that we have 28% critical chance and 30% status chance with 2.2x critical multiplier and 60 damage instead of just 38. So yeah, the Tenno Tetra completely blows Prisma Tetra out of the water, and it's not even fair. And we have access to the alt fire from the Prisma Tetra, which, well, you can skip this one easily. And then the Opticor bundle. I think it's the best of the Opticors. We haven't had a Tenno Opticor yet. And you can farm it in alerts, if I remember correctly. And it's a 24% critical chance, 2.6x critical multiplier, 30% status chance weapon. It's good. It's like solid. The problem is that it's a single target weapon, and its quick shot radial attack doesn't really see any benefit from well, the usual galvanized aptitude and multi-shot and all that. So I would strongly suggest you to maybe move this to the second priority. Yeah, or maybe the first one, because the Oma is better as a weapon than the Prisma Oma. So get the Opticor bundle if you haven't. It's not mastery fodder, it's not like the best weapon though, but it's a beautiful weapon. And it's completely usable. Then get the Prisma Oma, and finally, if you have the Ducats and don't care about the resources, you can get the Tetra. Otherwise, skip this one and just go for the Tenno Tetra one. And then the miscellaneous, well, you already know what's this. The 3-day mod drop chance booster, this is gonna be nice if you can stack them up. You should have enough, maybe, to cover the entire weekend. The Knuckle statue from Era, and well, some of the cosmetics. Stalker Beacon, the Lizard Prisma skin, one of the most beautiful Lizard skins that are available for free-to-players. It's real good. It doesn't color as nicely, but it's real good. Then the Girl Fighter decoration. I never seen this one before. I'm sorry, I just wasn't paying attention. It's nice, you know. It looks cute. And then the Demos Fast Prex card. As usual, the Prexes. This is one of the most intricate illustrations that we have, I think. And then the Bombe Fast Glyph. Very infested. The Sons of Anar's blueprint as always, and Baruna in action glyph, which, if you ask me, is one of the better designed ones. It's really, you can see the foreheads of each of the wolves from Baruna, and it's very distinguishable. So it's a nice glyph. That's gonna be all for today. Stick around. We have a lot of announcements coming for the channel. Thank you very much for tuning in, Tenno. See you on the next one.